We just are getting some breaking news. We've got a live shot there of President-elect Joe Biden getting his COVID-19 vaccine. He and incoming First Lady, Dr. Jill Biden, both doing this publicly, receiving their doses, their first doses of the COVID-19 vaccine in Delaware, following in the footsteps of Vice President Mike Pence and the Second Lady, who we also saw as the death toll, Kayla, in this disease nears 300,000 people in the United States. This is going to be a big part of his administration's task, which is distributing hundreds of millions of vaccine shots in the early part of his administration. And we're just watching here the live shot. Obviously, they're doing this in a sign of confidence and in a show that this is safe, and to listen to the experts and the scientists, as some people are skeptical.
And to that end, Sarah, the president-elect had said that he would get the vaccine whenever Dr. Anthony Fauci, who he has appointed as his chief medical advisor, recommended that he do so. And shortly after he suggested that, Dr. Fauci said that it was in President-elect Biden's interest and the interest of the country from a national security and continuity of government perspective for him to get it as soon as it was possible and as soon as it was available to him. You have also seen leadership on Capitol Hill in both parties receiving the vaccine and being very public about having gotten the vaccine, trying to show that this is not something, as polls indicate, is something that one party would support and another party would not support, trying to say this is something that every American should get as soon as it is available.
Yeah, the problem is it's not that widely available yet, and there are also a lot of people who still cannot get it. Mario Gabelli, sorry to cut you off there on the stock picks, but we are watching and taking this live shot.
Yeah, but that's an important part. Every living president should have a shot at the same time on that television set, so just continue that visibility.
And it's happening. He's double masked. That is the President-elect Biden.
Couldn't hear you.
Yeah, the former presidents have all said that they would also be getting this vaccine as well. You know, and remember, this is a president-elect who has tried to keep some people. Despite that, there have been some small clusters of cases. There was a member of the expanded press pool who tested positive last week, and also Cedric Richmond, a member of Congress, who will be his incoming senior advisor, testing positive for COVID last week after appearing at the same campaign event down in Georgia for the Senate runoff with the president-elect. But the transition said they were distanced, they were masked, they are not considered close contacts. But even that being said, there have been so many of these close calls for Biden, who is in his late 70s, in just recent weeks since the election. So certainly, and let's listen in as he's talking right now, if we can get some higher audio from the president-elect right now.
To take the vaccine. There's nothing to worry about. I'm looking forward to the second shot. So is Jill. She's had her shot earlier today. She loves shots, I know, but I've had so many. But at any rate, is that for me? My next visit. And but the important thing is that it's worth stating that you know, this is just the beginning. It's one thing to get the vaccine out, and now Moderna is going to be on the road as well, but it's going to take time. It's going to take time. In the meantime, I know I don't want to sound like a sour note here, but I hope people listen to all the experts, and the Dr. Fauci's on, talking about the need to wear masks during this Christmas and New Year's holidays, wear masks, socially distance, and if you don't have to travel, don't travel. Don't travel. It's really important because we're still in the thick of this. It's one thing to have the vaccine show up at a hospital. There's another thing to get the vaccine from that vial into a needle, into an arm. And there's millions of people out there that are going to need this, frontline workers first. But I just want to thank everyone for all that they've done. There's some real heroes, and you're among them. Thank you.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.